I'm often asked, how can you successfully clear out a hoarded home when working with a client with HD, hoarding disorder? I worked on the Tiffany episode of Hoarders season 13, filmed in New Berlin near Milwaukee, Wisconsin, now streaming on Netflix. Hi, I'm professional organizer Katherine Lawrence. I help you live a life with less clutter so you can have space for the things that truly matter. The success rate of clearing out a lifetime of clutter, and in the case of Tiffany's house, multiple generations of clutter, is not great. And if you've tried to help a friend or a family member with hoarding behavior or watched episodes of TV's Hoarders, you'll understand that it is incredibly challenging. I really enjoyed working with Tiffany and her family, and watching the episode, you'll see that an incredible amount of stuff was cleared from this house in just a few days. I'm lucky enough to have behind the scenes knowledge of working on the show as one of the organizers, and I want to share some insight with you in hopes of helping you with your own cleanouts and clients with hoarding behavior. A lot of things went well during this cleanout, like having a supported family, and of course, working with experts like Dr. Tolan and Corey Chalmers and his entire SteriClean team. But there are 3 strategies in particular I want to highlight here. Okay, let's look at our first strategy, which is do the mental work first. This step involves preparing your mind, heart, and soul for the letting go process. Unfortunately, this is not a quick strategy, but it is effective. This strategy is about acknowledging emotional significance of these items, but understanding that your emotional well-being is more important than the physical clutter. When someone puts their health and safety and the health and safety of their family members above the acquisition and storage of stuff, they are on the right path. Otherwise, it is more difficult and nearly impossible to make progress. At one point, Dr. Tolan says, in regards to the large volume of her art supplies, you recognize your perception is off. And Tiffany says, yes. This is a major moment. This is a rare moment, unfortunately, but having this insight is truly life-changing. If a person experiencing hoarding behavior can have that insight and then trust others to make decisions on their behalf, there is a greater chance of success. Because Tiffany had done the mental work first, specifically CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy for hoarding disorder, she's able to work through the clear out process unlike other participants on the show. A lot of fans were impressed by the clean out process for this family. It's an emotional episode, and it could serve as a blueprint for clearing out your own family's home or working with a client. Okay, the second strategy, select a few must-keep items or categories. This step involves selecting a few must-keep items or categories and letting the rest go. This strategy is about giving yourself permission to retain a select number of items that hold particular importance or value. These could be family heirlooms, important documents, or essential items that you use frequently. By doing so before the clean out is underway, you give yourself a sense of control over the process, making it easier to part ways with the rest of the items. I talked about this before as the treasure hunting or having a predetermined list of items to keep before you get into the minutia of a clean out. If you are a professional organizer, you can send your client in with this low adhesive painter's tape. In this episode, we used blue painter's tape to tag some of those keep items. That's why you'll see little pieces of blue tape on items in this house. The cleanup crew knows to leave them in place or bring them out to the sorting table for a closer look. This inexpensive roll of tape can go a long way in building trust during the clear out process. The third strategy is all about patience. Understand that it's okay to delay certain decisions, especially for items that are more time-consuming or emotionally charged. Again, we're not going to look at those individual tedious items Instead, we want to focus on a large collection of things that can be decided in one conversation, and then put in place an exit strategy for that one category. For Tiffany's house, this category was books. There were so many books in this house that the floor joists were cracked because of the weight and had to be secure before our team could even proceed with a clear out. Tiffany made one blanket decision to have all the books leave the home without her reviewing each individual book. She did this with other categories as well, like glass servingware. She said, "Katherine, I do not want to see another piece of clear glass servingware." And as the organizer, you're like, yes, awesome. One category decided on, which allows more people in the crew to have discretionary power during the process. And that's how you get a house cleared out in a couple of days. This is like the easy to hard strategy that I teach in my Tackle the Hoard course. Be sure to pick up that course if you are facing a large scale or extreme decluttering project. Are you working with a friend or family member, or maybe a client, on a clear out of a massive hoard? Let me know how it's going in the comments below, and if there is a strategy that is working for you. Please like and subscribe for more videos on decluttering, downsizing, and the business of organizing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.